Hello, today I'm harvesting shallots, frying them, and making a Vietnamese dish called Hu Tieu My Tho. One of the nice things of having a garden is the convenience of not having to go to the store for the items that you need when you need to make your meal. So today I'm going to be grabbing three ingredients: the shallots, the scallion, and also garlic chive. The shallots that I'm picking are ones that recently finished seeding, and so I'm just gonna grab some to make fried shallots. Fried shallots have this caramelized, smoky, and sweet element to it, and it's used to enhance broths that are quite plain by themselves. And as far as it being a culinary ingredient, shallots are quite versatile. Um, Oftentimes, they're used um, in a risotto or even to enhance pasta sauce that you buy from the market. Um, and another favorite use of mine for shallots is to include them in a red wine reduction sauce. As far as making today's dish, another ingredient is garlic chive, and as the name suggests, it does have a little bit of a garlic flavor um, in it, and oftentimes they're misknown as leek or Chinese leek. With the fresh ingredients collected from the garden, it's time to do some prep. First, removing the scallion from the shallot and saving that for later. And I'm going to slice them into rings. Make sure not to slice too thick or too thin. The dish I'm making today, Hu Tieu My Tho, is a Vietnamese dish from the city of My Tho in southern Vietnam. And as far as I can tell from some internet research about My Tho and this dish, My Tho is a financial town in Vietnam, and doing some archaeology work just based on the ingredients and the preparation of it, it seems that it is heavily influenced by Chinese techniques. In particular, I think it might have been created with influences by the group of Chinese known as Teochew. The broth is very plain, and the dish comes together when all the individual ingredients are put together. So it's like a multi-dimensional dish. It's almost like a 7-layer bean dip. It works because all the things come together. And at its foundation is this tapioca noodle that has this elasticity that I'm drawn to. And this dish is very simple to make, and I'm cutting out a lot of the other ingredients just for simplicity. And it's something I make between my son's nap, and he doesn't nap very long, so I need to make something that is simple, delicious, and can carry me through the week. So here I'm cutting up a braised tenderloin, and it's braised with soy sauce, garlic. Sometimes I throw in some anise. And today's Thursday, so it's already later in the week, but normally I braise a larger piece and slowly use it throughout the week. And I probably eat this maybe 3 or 4 times a week for lunch. So all the things are cut up, and now it's time to fry the shallots. Also, earlier you saw me slicing some Napa cabbage. I've discovered that Napa cabbage is a good bean sprout substitute. It stores well, and well, mostly it stores well. So for someone like me who doesn't like going out just for a bag of bean sprouts, I found that Napa cabbage is a good substitute. As far as frying the shallots, since my cuts weren't consistent, frying the thicker cuts first. That way the thinner ones don't get charred before the thicker ones get cooked. And I'm working the rings loose so that they're not just fried as one giant cross section. So once they are loosened, then I'll add some more into the oil. So they're starting to shrivel up and they're almost ready, and I don't have it on a high heat, just kind of a medium. They're starting to golden brown. The key is to pull them out before they turn dark brown, because they'll still cook. So once they get to this color, it's a good time to pull them out. You can always put them back on the fire if they don't cook enough, but you don't want to not do it the other way because you can't fix that. As for the broth, mine's just a really simple pork bone, shin bone, neck bone broth, and it's just that, water, and some carrots, and a little bit of salt. And I'm ladling out some broth, and I'm going to cook the Napa cabbage, but making sure not to overcook it. I don't want it soggy, I don't want it crunchy. And now I'm going to boil the tapioca noodles, and they come dry, so you got to soak them. And to make sure that they stay nice and chewy as opposed to soggy, don't overcook them. Probably less than a minute. Okay, now it's time to build our 7-layer Hu Tieu My Tho bean dip. So first layer is the tapioca starch noodles. Some black pepper. A generous helping of scallion and some garlic chive. The scallions give it a nice oniony flavor. The garlic chive, which is cut into 2-inch sections, give it a nice chewy, crunchy, garlicky flavor. Some braised pork, a generous amount of fried shallots. Fried shallots give it a smoky, sweet flavor. Some jalapeno. The vinegar and the jalapeno just adds another layer to it. And on top of that is pork bone broth with Napa cabbage. And I like the meat that's from the pork bone broth. It's nice and tender. And in a traditional Hu Tieu My Tho, you will find quail's egg, some fresh shrimp, that and also with it shrimp in a fried batter to give it a little bit of a crunch. So that's my version of Hu Tieu My Tho. Thanks for watching, and please be sure to check out my other videos.